Is Russ home? Who are you?
What's the baby, man?
What the hell happened?
Austin Butler finds himself in a lot of danger in Caught Stealing, one of few new movies I'll be reviewing this week on CJ at the Movies, along with the new War of the Roses remake with Benedict Cumberbatch and Olivia Colman, and Peter Dinklage plays the Toxic Avenger who might not be environmentally friendly, but he does kick ass. I'm Christopher Zweig. Let's take a look. Our first movie is Caught Stealing, the latest movie from Darren Aronofsky, and it's very different from most of his movies. How? Because it's a crime comedy caper with Austin Butler as a washed-up baseball player who becomes a New York City bartender with girlfriend Zoe Kravitz and finds himself in dangerous territory. His neighbor, Matt Smith, asks him to watch his cat while he's away, but he doesn't tell Butler that he's involved with a number of dangerous mobsters.
Who did this to you?
La pistola. Either I get what I want, or my pistol talk for me.
That's Bad Bunny, and also Regina King plays a dirty cop, while Vincent D'Onofrio and Liev Schreiber are Hasidic gangsters.
I don't suppose you're Jewish, are you?
Eat, skinny boy.
You're gonna upset her.
I like you, Hank.
The screenplay was written by Charlie Houston, who also wrote the book, and even if there's too much plot, there's still enough comic energy and Aronofsky filmmaking to make Caught Stealing entertaining. It feels like he's trying to disguise himself as Guy Ritchie or maybe even Edgar Wright when he directed Baby Driver. It allows the filmmaker to take risks with the genre and refuses to take the easy way out. It looks and feels like an Aronofsky movie, and yet it's a lot of fun. Our next movie is The Roses, the remake of Danny DeVito's comedy The War of the Roses, which itself was based on Warren Adler's book. This new version stars Benedict Cumberbatch and Olivia Colman as an English couple who leave London to pursue their American dreams in California. He's an architect whose dreams come crashing down, while she's a chef with a seafood restaurant that becomes a sensation.
Fired? I sense trouble. How was your day?
The neighbour's dog shat in the laundry, the kids have got knit together, my left eye's twitching.
More champagne for me, please?
Eventually, after her success and his downfall, which he tries to make a comeback for, they plan to get a divorce, and they start to destroy each other when he refuses to give up the house he designed and built with her money.
I just want the house. I built it.
Oh, you're not having the house.
We want everything. And he walks out of here with his face still attached. Right, Bruno?
Wow.
And that's Allison Janney and Andy Samberg. The Roses is the first film Jay Roach has directed since the mediocre HBO COVID comedy Coastal Elites. He has Cumberbatch and Colman having chemistry and charming aspects that makes him likable, and he also collaborates with screenwriter Tony McNamara, who also did Poor Things and The Favorite. He suggested that we see what this couple does to each other during their marriage while paying homage to the original. I don't think it pays enough homage. It starts off funny, but eventually it starts to get cynical and adds the promised fights towards the end as if it were a sign of desperation. I would stick to the 1989 movie with Michael Douglas and Kathleen Turner. Next up, The Toxic Avenger, a remake of the 1984 cult movie about a janitor who becomes the deformed superhero, the Toxic Avenger, thanks to some toxic waste. Peter Dinklage now plays him, starting with the name Winston Goose, who is diagnosed with a terminal illness and ends up being thrown in the ooze with a transformation in effect.
I wasn't even involved. But sometimes, you gotta do something.
The janitor-turned-hero has a stepson played by Jacob Tremblay, whom he wants to be a better father to, while Kevin Bacon plays the evil CEO whose company is the reason for the janitor's deformity and transformation. And plus we also get Elijah Wood looking almost like Danny DeVito's Penguin as the villain's brother and lackey, and Taylor Page is the whistleblower trying to expose his crimes to the public.
That was just self-defense. You haven't killed anyone else, have you?
See, when you say, self-defense.
There's a lot of craziness and a little too many for me to name in The Toxic Avenger, and you probably haven't heard about this movie without the big ad campaign to sell it, but if you have heard about it, then you might enjoy it as a nighttime cult movie as much as I did. I saw this the other night and I was laughing and entertained by the goofiness and versatility that goes on with Dinklage's performance and the violence and makeup that the small budget can afford. Next up, Honey Don't, with Margaret Qualley reuniting with director Ethan Coen and screenwriter Trisha Cook from Driveway Dolls. She's Honey O'Donoghue, a lesbian California private detective who was on a case regarding a dead driver, and whatever bad things happen are connected with a cult leader played by Chris Evans.
Hector? Not in the sacristy!
Also in the mix is Aubrey Plaza as a lesbian cop Honey has a thing for, and Charlie Day as a detective who can't take the hint about the main heroine's lesbianism.
Why is a private investigator looking into a traffic fatality?
What can you tell me about
Do you drink?
Heavily, it's a point of pride.
Should you and I discuss this over a drink?
Tuesdays I dry out.
Today's Wednesday.
Today is Tuesday.
I think Qualley and Plaza do have chemistry in this movie, and I believe I remember Drive Away Dolls shared its passion for lesbianism and goofy crime capers. I think you moviegoers were a bit too hard on that movie because it knew what it wanted to be and it was able to overcome its small flaws. Honey Don't, on the other hand, likes to be attractive and goofy, but it doesn't have anywhere to go, and the supporting characters are more typical than interesting. And our last movie is Eenie Meanie, a heist action comedy that has already found an audience on Hulu, but not me. Samara Weaving plays a reformed teenage getaway driver named Eddie whose nickname was Eenie Meanie. Her life sucks as a banker and college student, but she's pulled back in the game kudos to her ex-boyfriend Karl Glusman and her former boss Andy Garcia. He needs her to drive the getaway car for a casino heist.
He owes me $3 million. But there's a casino job in just a few days. You're a getaway driver, all you gotta do is get in the car and get away.
And if you fail?
I'm gonna have your skeleton pulled out through your skin by a Haitian guy who does it at a very fair price. What's his name? Tim. Haitian Tim.
Okay, we have the premise, but what of it? It is produced by Rhett Reese and Paul Wernick, who both wrote the Deadpool and Zombieland movies, but for me, it was too boring to take any chances.
I'm gonna need a car.
The strongest point of Eenie Meanie is how it tries to go for the emotional jugular with how the main heroine's life has turned out. At least they aren't mean-spirited and want to take a break from the old buddy comedy formula, which is bantering and chases and bantering and chases. This wants to be a heist comedy, but it's not much of a Baby Driver wannabe. It's too cheap to pedal to the metal, and it's like driving in a school zone. Recapping this week's new movies, thumbs up for Caught Stealing, thumbs down for The Roses, thumbs up for The Toxic Avenger, thumbs down for Honey Don't, and thumbs down for Eenie Meanie. Well, those are the new movies I'm reviewing this week. I'm Christopher Zweig. Stay safe, and I'll see you at the movies.